Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. What's going on? Today I have a fragrance review from House of Diesel. Hopefully you are familiar with the house and this is a blast from the past. This fragrance I have used like for a very long time back in my second home Malaysia. I got a bottle of this as a gift basically a long time ago. It was back in 2000, I think 11 or 12, one of those years, either one of those years. I went with a bunch of NGO people, officers, because I was working part time with NGO in Malaysia when I was a student. I was doing my degree, and these people were like having a tour at Langkawi Island. So I'm telling you the story first, then I'll let you know what. Okay, let me show you the fragrance actually. The fragrance we're going to be reviewing today is Diesel Only the Brave. Of course, you know by now from the title. So this fragrance, I'll show you the full presentation. I'll let you know who is it for, performance, smell, occasion, seasons, stuff like that. So basically, what I did was I did take them for tour. I drove them around because I was like doing part times, making some money here and there as a student. So, it doesn't hurt, and I like driving. I like adventure. Tours. So the whole thing was arranged by the NGO over there. So I was working with Tenaganita. We used to work with women rights, children, as well as migrant rights, so in Malaysia. So basically, these people were very happy with, I took them around the Langkawi Island. I went there multiple times, of course. So they were like, we want to give you a gift. So what you like to have? Because, we don't know what you like. I said, no, it's all right. No problem. I don't need anything. It's my pleasure. Then they said, we're going to buy you something anyway. So you better let us know. We're at Langkawi. We went to this duty-free shop, which is located, if you ever been to Langkawi Island. So it's next to the underwater world. So they have a section of, alcoholic beverages, chocolates, cigarettes, tobacco, as well as handicrafts. And this side they have some chocolates and stuff like that. So they also have a fragrance section, which is quite nice, but the prices are very expensive. So after a lot of pressing, I said, I think I want a perfume. You see, 2011 itself, I was very interested. All my life I was interested in perfumes because I like fragrances. My signature scents were like Hugo Boss bottle, Lacoste Pour Homme. There are a few other fragrances I used in my time. So this was the one of those fragrances back in the university. So basically that's the backstory of the fragrance. I used it and finished it almost. There are a little bit left in the bottle that I had in Malaysia, but I had to leave it back behind because too many bottles, I couldn't take them. So I had to get it back for my collection for the memory's sake. That's basically the story of this fragrance. Everybody has some memories with it. I used it for a very long time. So Diesel Only the Brave. Apart from this fragrance, I know Fuel for Lifeline. I tried a couple of their fragrances. They're nice. Mostly, on most part, what I get is their fragrances are very, very sweet, loud, and long-lasting. You like it or don't like it, doesn't matter. The performance is pretty damn good. And also, I tried reviewing Diesel Bad. You can also check it out. So Diesel Only the Brave has 14 fragrances in this line. And so far, I have only tried Diesel Only the Brave and Only the Brave Tattoo. This one I will review soon. This is my brother's bottle. So let's hit the review. This is how the box comes. They come in 50 and 75 mil. This is the biggest box, 75 mil. EDT concentration. Nice writing there. I think this was released back in, I don't know, 2009. Yeah, back in the time. So I have my laptop Fragrantica open as well, just for reference. Made in France. That's how the box goes. Up there you see Diesel. You won't see so many shops having this, but this is kind of common fragrance. Expect to pay about $45 for a big bottle, maybe $35 for a smaller bottle. If you're paying retail, you're going to be paying much more. I would suggest do not do it. Bottle here is very beautiful. It's one of my favorite bottle designs ever. This is one of the most unique. They put a lot of effort making this bottle. It says Diesel in front. It's like a nice ring, knuckle ring, and it's basically a feast. So here you see the thumb and then the rest of the fingers. I'm trying not to drop it. And there's the cap. Pretty dope looking. It's very tough. Yeah, it's kind of like cheesy. You can call it like, it's done not to everybody's taste, but I really like the bottle. Juice color could be dark blue, not sure. Could be transparent. Bottle looks blue. And the sticker is at the bottom. So this fragrance, I would classify this as a mild cool weather scent, but anytime you can wear anything. Scent strength on this is pretty good. I would give longevity and projection from this 8 and 8.5. Like that. It's pretty strong, but it's not perfect 10 out of 10. Classify this as a clubbing fragrance, sort of youthful fragrance, fruity, fresh, mild leather kind of fragrance. This is okay. So I have it on my hand for some time. Let me show you the spray. Basically, I would do with this fragrance about 4 sprays to 5, that would be adequate for our conditions. If you're living in Europe, UK, you do not need so much. You just do like, okay, 1, you do 2. Yeah, I caught on my side of the face, pretty pleasant. So sprayer on this is very, very good. So if you do not like your sweet fragrances, loud fragrances, avoid this by any means, okay, every mean, because this is loud. Moment you spray this, it's strong. So what you get opening, a lot of citrus. You get like a burst of citrus. I think it's like sort of like a orangey lemony opening. Back in the time when I used it, I had no clue about notes. I saw Mark reviewing it and Steven as well. So then I knew it's sort of like as a leather, like coriander, kind of like a greenish, sweet tonka bean. I think there's tonka bean, opoponax, and amber, a lot of amber, cedar, violets, and I think some raisins. Okay, but what I really get from this is a lot of amber, and it has the tonka bean sweetness. It kind of feels like you also get some sort of like Fears by Abercrombie. If you like Mont Blanc Legend, it's pretty much within that family, but very unique smelling fragrance. You do not smell this exact DNA anywhere. So I think it would be, even today, if it's launched, it was released way ahead of its time. That's what I feel. If it's released today next to Dior Sauvage, it would do really, really good. It's pretty modern still. Do not find it dated. And I think if you like 1 Million's Eros Invictus, this could really be something that you really can find interesting. Even Sique Reveal. If you know those fragrances, strong, good performing, sweet, clubbing fragrance, definitely one of them. Very youthful, very sporty. I find it like 15 to 25, this crowd will really enjoy it. Even I would say up to 30. When to wear it? I think it's daytime, it's okay. T-shirt, jeans. But if you really want to wear it, after evening would be a great time to wear it, okay? It reminds me sort of like mostly 1 Million. And imagine Legend, Mont Blanc Legend and 1 Million sort of mix. Fruity, fresh, semi-sweet, and that leather. Okay, so here's the thing about leather. This is not a leather-based fragrance, in my opinion. It's a lot more, it's almost like aquatic with a lot of sweetness, even though there's no aquatic notes in this. But it will be very uplifting, fresh, not too dark. It's not very dark. It sort of reminds me of CH Men Privé, but CH Men Privé is much more boozy, much more sharper with their leather. The leather is not very sharp in this. The sharpness comes from the tonka bean, and I believe it's the sweetness of those fruits. So it's a very fruity, exotic scent. Even if you go for holidays, take this fragrance with you. Fragrance have no age barrier. Some people just put it that way, but I believe gender, age, these are just some terms people use. Anybody can use anything they like. That's the beauty of the game. And another thing I tell you, like when I find a lot of these new fragrance releases, like becoming redundant, same old, same old. This one also reminds me of Mont Blanc Legend Night. I just remember that one has some warm apples to it, but this one doesn't. But if you find newer fragrances to be a little bit redundant and boring, go back in time. Go back in time. That's something you used back in the time. You're just missing a bottle. You see, this bottle I was missing, it had to be in my collection. So see, because older fragrance would be discontinued or hard to find, but at the same time discontinued and easy to find, and they could be much cheaper than the many other new fragrances. So yes, if you find some old fragrance that you really wanted to try, that's the time to try it, I would say. Very unique bottle. For the presentation, I'll give this 10. For the smell, I'll give this 8.5, and overall this fragrance, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. Today I know what notes break down in this, but a lot of memories, I tell you. I wore the heck out of this when I used to go for drives with my friends, and they used to steal sprays from my bottle when they used to come to my house. A lot of memories with my friends. This is like my good old young days, I would say. So Diesel, Only the Brave, 8 out of 10. Amazing little fragrance, very unique, very sweet, very youthful, and unique. That's the way I would describe this fragrance. Try it out. Diesel, Only the Brave. That's it for today. Tomorrow I'll do some more reviews, and bear with me if you cannot hear me properly. Use it, watch it on laptop. If you're watching on a phone, maybe use a headphone. That would actually enhance the sound. I really apologize with the shortcomings and some limitations that I have. Slowly I'll try to improve. Everybody have a nice day and weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.